North Node in Pisces, North Node in the 12th house, your divine partner, your soulmate, right? This is a connection that comes in to help you tap into letting go, surrendering, having faith, and trusting your intuition, trusting in the unseen, trusting in the magic of the universe. So you have your South Node in Virgo, so it's all about practicality, reality, and details, right? This is the place where I need to get this done. I got to get everything, to a point. I have to have it all in order. So this person comes into your life to allow you to let go, to trust, surrender. They might come into your life to teach you about manifestation. They might come into your life to teach you about spiritual knowledge. They might come into your life to teach you about having faith. They'll be the type of person that says to you, everything is going to work out. And you'll be like, really? The world seems like it's falling to pieces. And they're going to be like, everything is going to work out. They allow you to trust in something beyond this physical reality. They show you something beyond this world. They tap into a part of you that is definitely deeper than just the physical. It's your spirit, it's your soul, it's divine. This is a type of person that is definitely healing in nature. Now, healing in what way? They have a soothing, calming, nurturing, water-like energy around them. There's something about them that is so like Pisces, it's so mystical, it's so ethereal, it's so gentle in the way that they teach you to surrender. And somehow around them, you allow yourself to let go, right? You trust. And you will learn to trust because they literally will show you. So when you first meet them, you might not trust as easily, obviously. South Nodes in Virgo. This means that things need to be, down to a T, else it's not going to work. They're going to show you even when things are not that way, it will still work out because there's something divine working behind the scenes. And you're going to see it a few times, this person, until you start to believe it. There's something about this person that taps you into something so much deeper. They tap you into miracles. This is why it's healing. And it's healing on a deep level. It's a healing that comes to your soul. It's a healing that gives you that peace. It's that healing that gives you serenity. Can they be a healer? Yes. Can they be a physician? Yes. Can they be someone that helps people when it comes to life coaching, psychology, spiritual awareness, divine energy? Yes, they have this healing way about them. They have this way that soothes the soul, and they do this for you. It takes a while, but you learn eventually to let go. They somehow have a way to ease your anxiety. They have a softness about them. They have a presence about them, and they are going to ask you questions like, how are you feeling? There's something also very youthful about this presence within your life because they're tapping into this unseen realm, but there's also something so grown and mature about them. So they're going to ask you how you're feeling. This is not the placement that's not going to check in. This person will be like, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Have you taken care of yourself? Have you gotten enough sleep? How have you been sleeping? They're going to wonder about these things. They might even ask you about your dreams. What did you dream about last night? What are your dreams for this world? And you'll be like, oh, these are my dreams. I don't know if I can make it happen. And they're going to say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. They teach you about faith because Pisces is Jupiter and Neptune rule. They're going to show you compassion. They're going to show you about faith and belief within you because that is what you are here to learn with the North Node in Pisces. It's about belief, faith, trusting in what you can't see, that knowing beyond a shadow of doubt, beyond this world, that there's something bigger that is at play. And it's that force that is allowing for miracles to happen within your life. Where can you meet this person? Spiritual retreats, during travel, spiritual places, right? So you can meet this person at a spiritual retreat, traveling, spiritual places of worship. This is someone that is going to talk about faith and having faith in something unseen. This is someone that teaches a lot about that. They could literally be a teacher. Okay? They could be a teacher. They could be an artist. You could meet them at an art show. There is a way they could like write songs. They could make art that basically touches souls. They have this way that really helps heal people, and it really is beautiful. They could be into sound therapy, hypnotherapy. These are the type of people that basically, you can meet them at like an art show. You can meet them at like a music festival, right? Almost like a siren's call. Pisces gives that energy. It's a festival. You can literally meet them at a place of like where people, and especially festivals, like music festivals and stuff like that, because people tend to get a bit intoxicated, right? So they are getting into this other space, not so much in their physical body. They're now in this other space. Yes, you can meet them there. You can even meet them there when maybe you are deciding to experiment with a little bit of, you're deciding to experiment with, these like cannabis or something. Okay. You're deciding to experiment with cannabis. You can meet them at this place. Like you going to the shop and that's where you meet them. You're going to meet them when you're tapping into things that kind of are very Piscean, Neptunian in nature. Neptunian because sometimes it can go. Like obviously you're not trying to attract anyone that has any addictions here, right? That's obviously the negative. You're attracting someone that basically has a way to make the world seem okay. Someone that is well rooted and grounded too still in themselves, but is there to help. So teaching, they could be teachers. And like I said, you could meet them at a class. You could meet them at a spiritual retreat. You could meet them at a place of travel. You could meet them. Maybe you're doing, like those sleep tests, right? And you decide to be a part of those sleep tests. You could meet them at something like that. This is like what, and like, oh my word, there's this person and they pop out of nowhere. But this is someone that's here to ease your world, to make your world feel better, to make your world feel a lot easier and allowing you to let go of control so that you can basically embrace, a higher power, a divine power. And there's a soothing way that they come about into your life. So think anything to do, like where you're away from where you are, like traveling, spiritual retreats, teaching, music festivals, as well as, like I said, like, even therapeutic places. This can even be hospitals, right? Places of isolation as well, meditation, any place of isolation where people are kept away, you can meet them there randomly. So do comment down below. This is someone that you want to meet. It is someone that you meet that really is trying to help you and will help you evolve into the North Node in Pisces or North Node in the 12th, where you trust and surrender, where you release and let go and allow for the divine to intervene when it comes to your life and allow for miracles to happen. To comment your placements and I will respond to you.